Hey you all, my name is Curges, a sophomore business administration student at North Carolina A&T, and in a few short days I'll be traveling to South Africa for my study abroad. Being that the trip is only a week away, I have a ball of emotion from being anxious to being excited. It's always been a goal of mine to travel, and for it to be my first time to leave the country and go to South Africa, the feeling is really unexplainable. I wanted to participate in this program because it has always been a goal of mine to travel. I figure as my first time leaving the country, I might as well go with people that have the same aspirations as I also wanted to participate in this program because I've heard other people's experiences and reviews on studying abroad, and it's always interested me to follow the same path as far as getting out of my comfort zone, seeing what other cultures there are, because I know the world is very diverse, and being a business student, I want to be prepared for the diverse culture I'll be in my career path. We just got off the flight. We are in London. It is about 10:30 in the morning, and we are headed to our next terminal. We have an 8-hour layover, so once we get settled, I'll see what we're going to get into, and I'll be back. It is 5:10 a.m. and we just landed in Johannesburg, South Africa. We are waiting for the rest of the group to get off the plane so we can head to baggage claim, and I will get back to you when we get to the hotel.
And the lady down this side, she's weaving the grass mat, ikanti. During the day, they sit on the mat. At night is their mattress, they sleep on it.
Johannesburg, we went to the Lesedi Culture Village, where we learned about 5 different tribes, where they lived, and how they operated in their day-to-day lives. We learned about the Zulu tribe, the Petty tribe, and there were 3 other tribes that I don't want to try to pronounce, but I will label them below. We spent about 2 hours there. We also had entertainment and dinner. We tried a worm, which one of the tribes ate as like a snack. I was very scared to try it, but I did. It was different. For the entertainment, kids, women, and men danced for us. They showed us, well, they pretty much presented how they dance within their tribes. And we also had dinner, and I put a picture in here of what I had. After leaving the Lesedi Culture Village tour, our tour guide, Daryl, he let us come outside and stand outside the bus and listen to how quiet it was. We could hear the crickets. There wasn't much sound, which was different from what I'm used to in the city. You know, you hear the cars going past, you see the lights, but there it was very calm. It was very naturous. So, I don't know, it was something that he wanted us to pay attention to. After that, we went straight back to the hotel. The pile of rocks in my video is from the Zulu tribe, and pretty much they spit on the rock and make a wish and throw it into the pile of rock. December 12th, that whole entire day was really about touring and learning about the history of Johannesburg. They say it's the Soweto tour because we were, in the area of Soweto. I'm guessing it was a neighborhood. Um, we pretty much went to the Apartheid Museum. Our tour guide, Daryl, he was alive and very much in the apartheid, so he had a very large emotion. And we also went to Mandela's house. We learned about his past. We took pictures at the place that he grew up, that he lived, that he had a family with. Um, and we also went to the Hector Peterson Memorial. His story was very sad. Um, it was a little boy who got killed because of the apartheid, the discrimination, and how his story had pretty much made a movement, and it all connected with Mandela, and he sent flowers. Everything that had to do with the apartheid made its full circle. The tour that we had, it was very sad. It was kind of hard to take in because everything was so emotional. Kind of like learning about slavery just in a different country, of course. So, very draining day. We got back to the hotel and got ready for our next day. Good evening. Today is December 13th. I just got back to the hotel. Today we had two company visits. The first one was to Herbert Smith Freehill's law firm, and there it was pretty much a company visit of the macroeconomic overview of South Africa from the legal perspective. And when we got there, we found out that our original presenter couldn't make it, so there was another guy who stepped in for her. And pretty much he made the presentation adjusted to us as business students, because he was saying how a lot of the presentation had to do with taxes and things that were targeted for students who were studying law. So he was very flexible and versatile with how he was presenting the knowledge, which was really great. Um, yeah. Our second visit was to an incubator that was about an hour away. I went to sleep on the bus, like it was really hot outside. The business was called Riverside Incubation Hub, and there we had a presentation with the lady, and she was also another great presenter. She spoke a lot on, she had great tips for entrepreneurs as far as being determined and don't let external issues and problems affect how you want to achieve your goals, and don't let it stop you from doing the best you can and pretty much live out your dreams. She was a great speaker. And then we went on the tour of the facility, and she said it was about 1.3 miles, so it was pretty big. It was in a large rectangle shape, but we only took a tour on one side, and pretty much there were a lot of accounting um, offices and ladies who had businesses as far as sewing clothes and dresses and selling a variety of goods, which was really nice to see how they helped entrepreneurs get to where they need to be in order to be successful, assisting them in ways to take them to the next level. And so, yes, that was my first time going to an incubation hub. I wasn't really knowing what to expect, but after the tour and learning about what they did as a nonprofit organization to help people of all ages achieve their dreams, it was really nice to learn about. And yeah, so that was pretty much what our day consisted of.
Let her have some. She has some hands in her.
On Friday, we started out our day at another incubation hub that was ran by Google. They pretty much funded what they needed. It was called Google for Startups. We had 3 to 4 amazing presenters that spoke about the kind of programs that they led, that they innovated to help people and citizens of Johannesburg. The most memorable presenter we had, I can't remember his name, but he made it. He's making an app. It's made, but he's still in the process of getting it off the ground. It's called After Robot, and pretty much it's comparable to Uber and Lyft, but it's for a van. And he was explaining how, because there's no routine transportation in South Africa to get to work, to get to school, to get anywhere, that this app would provide a more structured way for citizens of Johannesburg or wherever in South Africa to get around using a van, using a mobile app. And it was very great to hear how he was getting support, getting help, and talking to representatives of large companies like Uber and like Lyft to get his ball rolling as far as getting all of the technology and money he needs to get more people to work for the After Robot. After the incubation hub, we went to the safari where we were able to take pictures with the baby lions. I took a picture with a cheetah, and we also went on like a tour where we were able to see the lions and different animals. They had like large spaces to live. They were like in like a little, you know, small corner. Like they had their own space. And the tour guide we had was very knowledgeable of everything that we seen. It was a great tour. I had fun. We took lots of pictures, and it was really awesome to see those animals. We have to walk up 126 steps, 126 steps to get to the lighthouse. So we're going on a mini hike. Let's see how long it takes us to get there. It says baboon.
We're just gonna go ahead, get an apartment down here, get a job, you know, stay for a little while, at least a month or two.
Hey you all, today is December 16th and I just got back to my room after a long day filled with adventure, pictures, laughter. Oh my goodness, today was just such a good day. It was probably one of the best days I've had so far since this trip has started. Of course, you all know that I am in Cape Town. We are in Cape Town, and today we had a day just to experience, not experience, but sightsee pretty much. And we left the hotel about 8 o'clock, and we went to 3 sites to take pictures, and the view is amazing. I'm going to insert pictures so you can see the view. A lot of mountains, a lot of clear water, and yeah, it was just a really great place to take pictures. One of the places we stopped was to see the lighthouse. The new one is under construction, so we were only able to go to the old lighthouse. And we took pictures in there. Of course, I'll insert videos. There was 162 steps we had to climb just to get to the lighthouse. And it wasn't as bad as I thought it was. I felt like, hey, like I walked steps. Well, you know, it wasn't as hard as I thought it was to walk up all the steps. After that, we went to lunch, and the seafood place that we went to, it was really great. Well, my meal was kind of plain. I just had fish and chips, which is pretty much fried fish. It was fish and some french fries. It was still really good. I put it on hot sauce, bread. It was really great. Then we went to go see the penguins, and they said that the penguins were grouchy because their new feathers were coming in, so they couldn't get in the water. And because they couldn't get in the water, they couldn't eat. So they couldn't eat for up to 21 days. They're still waiting for their new feathers to come in. So that was a really interesting fact to learn. Like, I didn't know that pigeons. I said pigeons. I will be back with you tomorrow because it is a free day, which means I can do whatever I want. And I will see you guys soon. Ciao. Hello. It is almost 10 o'clock, December 17th. We just got back in from dinner. And we went to Marco's, and there, I almost forgot. So we went to Marco's for dinner. It was a group of us. Tonight I had oxtail curry. At the beginning of the day, because it was our free day, we went to the Table Mountain, and it was 3,500 feet. You know, the view, you can see practically everything. The ocean line, you can see all of the water. It was really beautiful, really beautiful. And then after that, we went to the beach for about an hour, and then we came back, took a breather, and went to dinner. Even though my day didn't sound long, we were out all day. I'm really tired, and I know we have to wake up early in the morning because we have another company visit, which requires us to be downstairs by okay. Not the she said the camera like
I brought my whole thing.
Hello, you all. Today is December 18th, the last day, the last complete day in Cape Town. It's about 12 o'clock at night. Today, I went to our farewell dinner. I had beef, and I tried some baby octopus. For my main meal, I had chicken, and for dessert, I had like a chocolate pudding. I didn't really like the dessert because it had nuts in it. I'm not a big nut person, but I had a lot of fun at dinner and being with everybody. There was a lot of conversation and a lot of fun. But for the most part of the day, I feel like the time changes really caught up with me. So I took a lot of today just resting, because on the flights starting tomorrow, I know it's going to be long. I have 5 flights in total I have to catch in order to get home. So it's going to be a long day tomorrow. So I think that's why I was getting a lot of sleep today. Aside from that, I went to the market. I got a few things for my family members for Christmas. But yeah, today was really a chill day. And I'm just, at this point, ready to just pack my bags and say goodbye to Cape Town. I had a lot of fun. And I can't wait to tell everybody about how I spent my time here. So I'll see you guys tomorrow in my next video. Ciao! Okay, I just made it through security. We're still in Cape Town, but we're getting ready to board our flight to head to Johannesburg. I'm kind of sad I'm leaving, but I'm ready to go home, only because I ran out of clothes. And I'm just ready to eat some of my mom's food. I guess you can say I'm homesick. So I'll get back with you once we get to probably Washington. I know the flight's going to be long, and it'll be a nice time gap to get an update. Back to complete my update video that started on December 19th, leading into December 20th on our way home from South Africa. There's a delay in time because during my travel I was really tired, I was really hungry, and the last thing I was worried about was vlogging. So here I am, refreshed and ready to tell you about the rest of my time that it took to travel. We started in Cape Town, we flew to Johannesburg, and from there we flew to Ghana, and then from Ghana we flew to Washington, and from Washington we flew to Charlotte, and from Charlotte I flew to Pittsburgh. I was really tired. The plane was packed all the way through. I was sitting in between people, so the flight was very uncomfortable for me. I made it home around 6:00 p.m. and I was extremely tired. The first thing I did was I got in the car. I'm like, hey, Mom. And then a couple minutes later, I'm out like a light. I put myself on bed rest for the next 2 days because I was still trying to get used to the time change. I was still waking up I noticed that I was still waking up at the time that I would be if I were in Johannesburg. So it took me about 2 days to come back to, the Eastern time zone. I just want to say that I'm very happy that I was able to go and study abroad, South Africa. Kobe, I'm not really sure how to pronounce it. My peers and my instructors, Dr. McBride, Professor Spade, Dr. OJ, Dr. Cornelius, Dr. Murphy, Mr. Murphy, everybody, it was great. I loved it, and I tell everybody when I get the chance. I studied in South Africa. I tell them about our business trips, the incubators, and how they help people build with their innovation. All around, it was a great trip. So thank you for watching my video. I hope you learned something. I hope you were able to experience a piece of South Africa without being there to see it. Thank you.